I have a question of financial reports. So, Dr. Robinson, I was going through it, and I noticed that this month we have a large bill from Ed Council. Is there what's the reasoning behind that, I guess?
Well, I had to do a double take on that myself. I thought it was our renewal, because obviously we use them for our policies and everything else. Actually, that is because obviously anytime an attorney works, they're going to charge us bills by the hour. But we had quite a few records that had to be searched and looked through for redacted records, and it was a pretty big sunshine request that came through. And so when you've got that many records, it takes hours upon hours of doing that. And when you're getting charged, $200+ an hour to have records looked at, your bill can add up pretty quickly on some of those things. And in that particular case, that was about 80 to 90% of that bill was just looking at redacted records. And
so with that being said, I made this, and each one of us can have a copy, and I've got one for the record also. So I went back the last 13 months, which is essentially since I've been on the board, and you can see that roughly $1,200 to $1,500 monthly is what we average, but you can see the spike. So I was just wondering if you could explain. Oh, sorry. Was on one more?
Well, like I said, this last month was because of the sunshine request, and
a sunshine request or more than one sunshine request?
no, this was a sunshine request.
One sunshine law request.
Yeah. So Kelly, I've got one for the record also.
Thank you.
So essentially, if you just look through this, you can see I've highlighted what their bill was monthly going back for the 13 months of the meetings that I've been a part of. Just, you can see the fluctuation of this where, in a time that we're talking about budgeting a lot and where money's going, this is something that kind of stood out to me. So I just thought I'd bring it up to everybody that was here.
Dr. Robinson, you said this is, so that sunshine request was about 80 to 90% of this 9,500.
Around 8,200 of the $9,500.
8,200 was the sunshine request? 8,200, okay. And that's for redacted records?
From one sunshine law request.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we charged the requester?
No. We can only charge for the lowest rate of the employee, so it's only $20-some an hour.
And we can't charge for redaction. We can only charge for searching, if I remember correctly. So we can search for records. Yeah.
So this is a direct cost to the district.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So yeah, you can flip through this and you can actually see kind of the wave of this, how it goes. Like I said, just the average you can see anywhere from $100, but you can see when it spikes. So I think that the picture kind of paints itself as going through this. Like I said, I only went back to April of 24 because that's as far as my time starts here. So you could go back further to see this, but I just thought that my snapshot just made sense to go there. So